push select.
I'm in the back.
Welcome to the Valley Center Playhouse and tonight's presentation of Butch and the Kid, a Wild West musical comedy by Buddy Younggreen and James Brigmore. Our talented and versatile cast consists of Jerry Lee Ferguson, Carol Haney, Tracy J. Merritt, Kathleen Reed, Eric Warnberg, Margie Jackman, Rick Jackman, Carol Hancock, Boyd Hancock, Joanna Major. Our trio of dynamic musicians features Renee Butler at the piano, George Dean on bass, and David Vogler playing drums. Assistant director is Mike Eichelberger. The entire production is under the artistic direction of Buddy Younggreen. The play will be performed in 2 acts and include a short intermission. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear, when out of the past, on the hoofbeats of adventure, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid ride again.
Look out! It's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid!
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid!
That's right, man. If you want to stay alive, you keep those hands up. Get in. That goes for you, too. Everybody just stay right where you are and nobody will get hurt.
Well, I'll not stay in here and let you still be valuable.
I'm warning you people, the next time I shoot to kill. That's right, keep those hands up. What is this? You'll never get away with this! Yeah, who's gonna stop?
The Pinkerton Detective Agency, that's who. I happen to know they're stationed here in Fort Worth, and they're bound to catch up with you sooner or later.
Ain't that interesting? You got any value? What kind of crowd is this?
Hey, Butch, this one's loaded. Diamond ring, purse full of money, ruby red lips, and look at this girl.
Hey, we haven't got time for that stuff. The Pinkertons are going to show up here any minute.
Oh, all right. Everybody up with your hands.
Come on, up.
Come on, up with your hands. Up, 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 up. I don't want anybody to move for 5 minutes, not even a twitch. Or we're going to have us some dead heroes.
Our gang's got you all surrounded, so don't try nothing funny.
That's right.
Hold it where you are! Give me another bullet, Smoke. Go! Bullet.
Outlaws, we are outlaws. Butch and the Kid are outlaws. We hold up banks and other prey, riding the outlaw trail. We are bandits, we are bandits. Butch and the Kid are bandits. On the plains we hold up trains, riding the bandit trail.
I'm Robert Roy Parker, known as Butch Cassidy. Hail from Utah, served time in Laramie. Only an outlaw because I want to be. But before I die, the whole world will hear me.
My name's Harry Longbaugh, known as the Sundance Kid. Shot an express clerk in a train robbery bid. Found myself hunted, at Brownsville I hid. Beat the fast shooting, wild riding Sundance Kid. We are rustlers, we are rustlers. Butch and the Kid are rustlers. When he goes down, we take our bows, riding the rustler trail. Old Butch and the Sundance Kid are here. In the prime of our lives, 1901 is the year. Although we are hunted, we cannot stay hid. You've never met a pair like Butch and the Kid. We are horse thieves, we are horse thieves. Butch and the Kid are horse thieves. Leading a white, your horse or wide. Riding the horse thief trail. Riding the outlaw, bandit, rustler, horse thief trail.
Say, kid, it's almost dark. What do you say we saunter over to Fanny Porter's place?
What'd you have in mind?
Oh, a little fun, a little action. What do you say, kid?
Sure. We are horse thieves, we are outlaws. Butch and the Kid are outlaws. We hold up banks and other breaks, riding the outlaw trail, riding the outlaw bandit, rustler, horse thief trail. a beautiful sight to see. You may think you're happy and free from care. You're not, for you seem to be. 'Tis sad when you think of your wasted life, for youth cannot fade with age. Your beauty was sold for a pittance of gold. You are birds in a gale's
Terence McGee, you're coming with me.
What?
And when I get you home, you'll be 4 inches shorter than you are.
I was just looking.
Oh, sure, it'll go on.
Come on, girls, let's practice our Soldier Boys farewell song.
Okay, Fanny.
Hey, girls! Annie! Good to see you. Hey, you know the rules, Butch. No guns in my sporting house.
Well, you wear them as long as we have and forget they're there.
Say, do you want to see our new number?
Well, sure, we'd love to when we can.
Yeah. The year was 1898. The month was February. The U.S. battleship, the Maine, containing military, was sunk beneath the Cuban waves. Now here I commentary.
Remember the name, remember the name. Let's take it plain and we recall the day we never parted. I'll be going to get something like the name. I had a date not long ago with a veteran sailor. He took me to his lonely room, and there became my jailer. Before his play for me got hot, I asked of him this favor. Remember the name, remember the name. Let's make it plain that we recall the name we never barter. For even harder, oh, we don't think we get something like the name. A gentleman that I recall
Careful, Butch.
took me for a train ride. He said he'd show me all the sights, and heaven knows he tried. I fled his upper berth that night, rescuing my pride, I cried. Remember the name, remember the name. Let's take it plain and we recall the name we never bartered. For even harder, 'cause we don't think we get something like the name. I'm a gal who hasn't been friends, but until I fall in love, the man who wants to hold my hand must not remove the glove.
She's looking at you.
This dainty little turtle dove, waves of sin will stay above. Remember the main, remember the main. Let's make it plain and we recall the main we never bartered. For even harder,
think so too, don't you, kid?
What? Oh, yeah, great, really great.
Butch and Sundance, I'd like you to meet my new girl. This is Miss Etta Place. She's from Denver.
At a place?
Well, hello there, Etta. Say, what's a nice place like you doing with girls like these?
Hey!
Oh, Butch. You promised me a night out on the town. Can I collect now?
Well, sure, baby. You can collect now, and I'll collect later. Say, you want to come with us, kid?
What?
I said you want to come with Fanny and me as we tour this little one-horse town of Fort Worth. Saturday night Texas style.
No, I think I'll stay here and get better acquainted with,
Miss Place. Miss Etta Place. From Denver.
Well, if you all don't mind, Fanny and me is going to take leave of this place.
Oh, Butch, why? Hey, I didn't see you. I saw you here last Saturday night. I don't ever forget a face. Now you come back real soon, will you, please? Bye-bye.
Don't you worry about a thing, Fanny. We'll take care of everything. Bye, Butch. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on things here. Come on, Annie. I think I hear somebody calling us. I don't hear anything. Come on, stupid. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, kid, shall we talk?
if we can, talk about you.
Me? I don't want to talk about me. Let's talk about you and your friend, Butch Cassidy.
Butch?
Well, how did you two ever get to become such good friends?
I'm not sure. I guess it comes from understanding each other.
What kind of understanding do you two have?
Well, I guess it's because we both know what we're good for. Butch has always been the thinker in our outfit, and well, there's some folks that say that I ride and shoot pretty good.
But what kind of future is there for two guys like you?
Well, one thing's for sure. It won't be spent behind no prison bars. Butch and I have already spent enough time there, and we'd go plumb loco if we ever had to go back.
You know, kid, somebody or something is going to catch up to you somewhere, sometime.
Ain't nobody or nothing ever gonna catch up to Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, except for old man Death. You see, Butch and I made each other a promise. If one of us ever gets wounded, the other one will finish him off right there. And then he'll do himself in. There ain't no way they'll ever take us alive.
I see. You certainly have everything all figured out.
Well, no. Not quite everything.
What else is there?
Well, for one thing, women.
Women?
Yeah, I never...
Your time is my time.
Etta, my dear, I think we've probably talked enough.
Oh, now, kid.
You know, Etta, there's got to be a little happiness for everybody. Somewhere between the devil and the deep blue sea, you may be that place I've always needed to find.
Wow. Nice. Do you think our line of work is very, say, what? Oh, you know, out here in the wild and woolly West in our line of work. Our line of work? You know. Oh, well, our clientele might not be the most genteel, but I'm pretty sure heaven protects the working girl. Do you really think so, Magda? I'm sure of it, Annie. Heaven protects the working girl like nature does a tiny pearl. A gal that's true to her career need never fear when danger's near. Sometimes I think I was a jerk getting into this line of work. The way we get our take-home pay causes pleasant to look
I don't. You guess you don't have to knock, do you, Robert?
Guess you don't.
How do you do?
Howdy, fellas.
How do you do, ma'am?
Hello.
How do you do?
Hi, boy.
How do you do?
My brother and I, we're looking for 2 men.
Man? Not here.
Yeah, we're looking for 2 men, sir.
I'm real sorry, gentlemen. We only provide female companionship.
Shut up. No, ma'am. No, I'm afraid you misunderstood me. You see, me and my brother here, we're Pinkerton detectives from the East, and we're on the trail of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
You don't say.
Yeah, we're in disguise. They're very desperate men.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid look like?
Well, my brother, he's sure to recognize the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, one time the kid was robbed a train, he shot an express clerk. It was my job to bring in the Sundance Kid.
Well, did you ever catch up to the kid?
Yeah, and I would have had him too, except for one little problem.
One little problem?
Yeah. Seems he stole my horse, my gun, my hat, and all my clothes. Then he hung me upside down on a telephone pole.
Upside down?
Yeah, but I got a good look at him as he rode away laughing.
Yeah, my brother, he's sure to recognize him if he ever shows his face around.
Now, is that a fact?
Yes,
So what
yes,
brings
ma'am,
you-
it is.
What brings you here?
Well, there was an opera house down the street that was held up earlier this evening by a pair matching Butch and the Kid's description.
Yeah, and we figured that Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid might still be hanging around the town. So we're looking for him. We're looking for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance
If I were you two gentlemen, I'd check for him over at the Red Dog Saloon. Why don't you just tell the men over there that you're Pinkerton detectives from the East and that you're looking for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? I'm pretty sure that they'd help you out. They'll help you out.
Out.
And why don't you,
Remember where you are.
and why don't you show these 2 boys the way to the Red Dog Saloon?
All right, Agnes. I'll be right back.
Come on, honey.
Okay.
Wait, you wait. Mama said we had to stay together.
Thanks very much for your kindness, ma'am. She's awfully pretty, Robert.
Yeah, boy, did you get a look at that one?
Anna? Anna? What is it, Anna? I need to talk to you. You better come quick. What's the matter? You better run and go find Butch and tell him that there are 2 detectives here from the East. Pinkerton's looking for him, and they're looking for you too, Sundance.
Where are they now?
I sent Annie on a wild goose chase with them over to the Red Dog Saloon. She and I have this little diversion plan, but if I were you two, I'd make tracks.
We will, Agnes. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
It's Saturday night, we're taking in the sights, strolling down the boardwalk with the old gas lights. Listen to the music coming out of the dive. The nothing to say, it's good to be alive.
Listen to me, Terrence McGee. Drunk as she be, I'm thieving whiskey. The next time I see a blonde on your knee, you reckon with me, Molly McGee.
It was whiskey, Molly McGee, but sassafrasti and blondie and me. Innocently, we're speaking of thee. May heaven strike thee for troubling ye.
It's Saturday night, we're taking in the sights,
Strolling down the boardwalk with the old
gas lights.
Listen to the music coming out of the dive. The nice thing to say is good to be alive.
for detectives who have a job to do. From soup to stew, though we're following through the Pinkerton crew.
We have a clue in the wild one, too. Pulled off a new rubber or two. Pinkerton crew is promising you. Which will subdue his friend the kid, too. It's Saturday night. We're taking in the sights. Strolling down the boardwalk beneath the old gas lights. Listen to the music coming out of the dive. And I seem to say it's meant to be alive.
My son? I don't care. I'm not having the short one. I always get the short one. The big one is my turn. And if you ever let I love it. Gives me the spirit, makes me swear. Pull up your hair. I'm proud as a bear. Annie, take care. Let go of my hair. You learn to fight fair. You're paid to own there. I'll take your dare and you say a prayer. You better beware my delicate hair. Okay, have the big one. I will.
It's Saturday night, we're taking in the sights, strolling down the boardwalk beneath the old gas lights. Listen to the music coming out of the dive. The night seems to say it's meant to be alive.
Butch! Trouble is near, it's the life here. Let's get some beer. Butch, I'm sincere. From what I hear, they're due to appear. Let's split from here for a longer career.
Danger's here, you both must give ear. Someone quite fierce up Pinkerton's here. They're at your rear, and if they appear, they've made it clear it's prison this year.
It's Saturday night, we're taking in the sights, strolling down the boardwalk beneath the old gas lights. Listen to the music coming out of the dive. The night seems to say it's good to be alive, good to be alive, good to be alive on Saturday night. Yeah!
Stand back, madam.
What?
Sundance! Pinkerton!
Who?
Pinkertons!
Butch! Who? Butch! Sundance? You!
Look at the outlaws! Here's the girls!
Hurry, split up. I'll go that way, you go that way.
Not that way!
This way!
Who
Butch, you're supposed to be the thinker. Why don't you give our situation some thought? Why don't you think us out of this mess?
Well, kid, I've been giving this problem some serious thought just now.
Oh, you have, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
New York!
New York?
New York?
New York! Don't you get it? Well, while the Pinkerton detectives and the law are searching all over the West for us, we'll go east. We'll go east, clear to New York City.
Yeah.
We'll stay in the ritzy part of town. We'll take in some of those theatrical productions. And best of all, we'll spend lots of money.
Yeah. I want Etta to go with.
Sure, Etta can go. New York City's gonna stand up and take notice of Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, and Etta Place.
New York City, here we come. Western children in search of fun. We're buildings are very tall, and Coney Island is really a mall. New York City, watch for us. We aim to kick up one of us.
Nice spots to see.
And the ocean shore.
Won't worry and fret about the law no more. New York City, we need rest. We'll let the lawmen go the west. We need your quiet. We need your peace. Butch and the kid and Etta. Butch and the kid and Etta. Butch and the kid and Etta are going east. Going east. Oh, you're pretty, New York City. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. New York City! Come on, mother!
You better run now.
We almost had him that time, William.
I can't believe we let Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid slip right through our fingers again, Robert.
Yeah, William, how come you always let him get away?
I don't keep letting them get away, you idiot! They just get away.
Well, what are we gonna do now, William?
We're gonna continue to pursue them until we capture them. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah? Well, where are we gonna look?
Over the hills,
Over the hills?
into the prairies,
Into the prairies?
and into the Badlands.
To the Badlands.
Over the hills, onto the prairies, and into the Badlands we go. Ho, ho, ho! Butch and the kid with us in pursuit, shall never a moment's rest know. We'll search for clues throughout the Wild West, never giving them any rest. Butch and the kid, you best change your grin. The Pinkertons here will bring you both in. Fa la la la, fa la la la, fa la la la, fa la la la, fa la la la. Butch and the kid, the Pinkertons here, doing those to bring you both in. And Pinkertons, Pinkertons, Pinkertons are we. Over the hills, onto the prairies, and into the Badlands we go. Butch and the kid just don't have a chance. We'll track them through rain or through snow. Then watch out, Cassidy Honka, wherever you go. You will follow, pushing the kid, the Pinkerton kid, has sworn to an oath to bring you both in. La 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 la, 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 pushing the kid, the Pinkerton kid, sworn to an oath to bring you both in. Pinkerton, 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 away! The other way! The wrong way!
Gentlemen, we will now have a short intermission. Refreshments may be purchased on our western veranda, and accessibility to concessions is from our eastern veranda, where a line will be formed in an orderly and courteous manner, befitting the standards maintained at Fanny Porter's sporting house. The restrooms are also located on our eastern veranda. And confidentially, be sure and wash your hands. Well, we do have our standards. Thank you.
Oh, good. Let's get settled in. We'll drop off the luggage.
I could certainly use some rest here. I thought rest is what we came to New York City for.
We've got more money than we've got time. It's certain that money's no good unless you spend it.
I have to agree with you there, Butch, but it has been a pretty full day, and a little rest couldn't hurt.
I guess a little rest couldn't hurt. Besides, tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Here, help me out.
Hello there. How may I help you?
We'd like a couple of rooms for the evening, please.
How many, please?
2. My friends were just recently married.
Well, if you're sure they're married. I don't allow any hanky-panky in my hotel.
Now, we're sure.
I run a clean place here. Oh! Would you take a look at that rock? What did you do, rob a bank or something? Well, why don't you come over here and sign our register, please? Right here.
What'd you say your name was, honey?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Place. Oh, where are you from?
The West.
Oh, Daddy and I have 2 sons who just came home from the West.
Daddy?
My husband. He's due home from the photography studio any moment now.
Photograph studio?
Yes, he runs a small photography studio in the city. He's running a little late this afternoon because our 2 boys just got married and he's taking pictures of the newlyweds.
You say these are your boys from out west?
Yes, they came home last week and brought their little brides with them. All the way from Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth? Why, do you all know someone in Fort Worth?
No, ma'am. It's just that we had occasion to spend a little time there, that's all.
Oh, how interesting. Well, here are the keys, and your rooms are at the end of this hall. And if you need anything at all, please let me know.
Yes, ma'am. Could you convince your husband to take a picture of us? I mean, it'd be a great souvenir to send back home.
Well, I'm sure he'd be happy to, Mr. Oh, you didn't sign the register.
I wonder what name he'll use.
Oh, Mr. Parker. Robert Leroy Parker. I had an uncle, Leroy. He beat his children. Well, bye-bye now.
Well, come on, kid, let's get rid of this bag.
I beg your pardon.
He wasn't talking about you, Etta.
Then we go out and get some of those New York City newspapers, you know, all the chock full of articles about us.
And then we can spend some of that money that we've got on those newfangled tuxedos, you know, and go out on the town like some of these other guys do.
All right. Etta, you put on that new dress I bought you in St. Louis and get ready for a big night out on the town. Butch and I are going to go get some new duds and stuff.
There you go again. Running off with Butch somewhere and leaving me.
We're just going to go get some newspapers and maybe some new duds. We won't be gone long, Dublin.
We won't be gone long, Dumpling. That's what you said in Denver, Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Toledo.
Oh, Etta, come here.
Hey, kid. No, not again. Come on, you two. Kid, come on, we got better things to do. Let's go spend that
Better
money.
things?
Holy Toledo.
It doesn't matter if I'm east or west, as long as I'm with the man I love the best. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but tonight I'm in love, so I've just gotta sing about him. About him. I'm in love with the Sundance Kid. I adore him, the Sundance
Yeah, you can say that again.
Oh, it's hard for your mama to think of you as all grown up and married. Married? Why, where are your little brides?
Oh, well, they just wanted to do a little shopping for tonight, Mama.
For tonight?
Yes, Mama, and we got exciting news for you.
I'll say.
This afternoon, right after I finished taking the boys' pictures with the brides, a carriage with 6 milk-white horses pulled up in front of the studio.
No!
Yes, and can you imagine who is in that carriage?
No!
Miss Lillian Russell, that's who.
No!
Yes, and she wants you, me, the boys and their brides to come to the theater tonight, and she wants me to take photographs of her performance.
No!
Yes, and we're going to be guests of Miss Lillian Russell at the theater tonight.
What will I wear?
Well, Mama, that's why the girls are out shopping right now.
Yeah, they're so excited.
So hurry, Mama. If we're to be guests of Miss Lillian Russell at the theater tonight, we'll want to look our best.
We're going to the theater. Miss Lillian Russell sings her songs tonight. The theater. It's really at the theater. The spectacle is sure to be a sight. Things happen at the theater. What is the magic of the Broadway stage? The dancers, the singers, or even all the actors. Entertainment's currently the rage. At the theater on the New York stage.
We will walk up to the window for our tickets.
And we'll let the ushers show us to our seats.
We'll make sure we're seen by friends while in the lobby.
And at intermission, we'll go out for little treats.
We will sit quite still throughout the evening's format and applaud and cheer the actors' curtain call as the drapery falls to let us know it's over. We'll exit to talk theater in the hall
And have a few more little treats.
Oh, we love to talk of theater, one and all. The theater, we're going to the theater. Miss Lillian Russell sings her songs tonight. The theater, it's thrilling at the theater. The spectacle is sure to be a sight. Things happen at the theater. What is the magic of the Broadway stage? The dancers, the singers, and even all the actors. Entertainment's currently the rage. At the theater on the New York stage. The theater on the New York
Hey kid, look at this newspaper. I mean, it's chock full of articles about us. Look at this. We've heard young legends in our own time.
We are outlaws. We are outlaws. Butch and the kid are outlaws. We hold up banks and other pranks, riding the outlaw trail.
Yeah, and according to this, we are bandits. We are bandits. Butch and the kid are bandits. Out on the plains, we hold up train, riding the bandit trail.
Yeah, but you know, kid, these newspapers don't say all the lowdown about us.
For instance,
Well, for instance, they don't say anything about us being cultured.
culture?
We are cultured. We are cultured. Butch and the kid are cultured. All of New York might pop their corn if they knew we were here.
It's really something, Butch. These newspapers are full of stories about us, and not one soul knows that we're in town.
Yeah, the whole world's full of strange little twists.
That's like me. Butch? Oh, Butch Cassidy? Butch, it's me! It's
Speaking of strange little twists.
Yeah, there's
It's me, it's Agnes, hello!
It can't be, but it is. It's Agnes and Annie. Well, what are you two girls doing so far east?
We got married.
You what?
Who did you marry?
Well, the only way that we could get those Pinkerton detectives off your trail was to marry them.
You mean you married William and Robert Pinkerton?
William, Robert.
Well, that's good. Where are you staying?
Oh, we're staying at that little hotel right down there.
We're staying there too. Wait. What? Does your mother-in-law run that hotel?
Yeah, she does.
And your father-in-law runs a photo studio?
Right, both times. But how did you know?
Oh, we put two and you together. We're staying at their hotel too.
Oh, Mama and Daddy, please.
Butch,
Wonderful.
we can't let those Pinkerton detectives know that we're here.
Oh, my.
Oh, dear.
Agnes, you've got to get word to Etta right away.
You mean Annie's here too? Oh, I can't wait to see her.
She's up in her room. She's changing clothes. It's room number 3. Can you just go up and tell her to meet us down here?
It'll be okay for you to go fetch her yourself in just a minute, kid.
What do you mean?
Well, we're going out tonight. Mom and Daddy and us and the boys, we're just going out tonight.
That's why we've been out shopping.
We can have the boys take us out to dinner early tonight. And that way, the coast will be clear for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, let's
Thanks,
go.
Agnes.
Well, don't you're welcome, kid.
Thanks, Agnes. Take care.
We will. Just keep them out of the house,
Come on, be
okay?
nice.
Come on, kid. We better get out of sight.
Let's find Etta. Etta! Etta! Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Etta, we're back. We're gonna have to leave.
Well, I was beginning to worry about you
You
two.
don't have to worry about Butch and the kid.
Well, come on, we're leaving.
Why are we leaving?
Well, remember that night on the town we promised you? Well, we're taking it now.
But why are we taking the luggage?
We don't have time for any questions. Come on.
New York City, here we come.
I like this hotel.
Western children
It's fine.
in search of fun. We hear your buildings are very tall.
You guys
And
promised me
Coney
a
Island
vacation.
is really a ball. Here we are, my dear, the theater.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Miss William Russell sings tonight.
Oh,
Agnes and Annie have gone off to the powder room to freshen up while the boys are parking the carriage.
oh, I hope they'll be all right. I worry about them so, being all alone like that.
Ah, don't worry about the girls, my dear. Nothing could happen to them. What could happen to them? The powder room.
Oh, but I still worry about them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, kid, look, Lily Russell's singing tonight.
So,
Well, so I've always wanted to see her. Let's go get some tickets.
what do you say, Etta?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Oh, why, Mr. and Mrs. Place and Mr. Parker. Imagine meeting you here at the theater.
Imagine
that. But you have your luggage with you.
Oh, well, we decided to pack a picnic lunch.
Oh, I'd like you to meet my husband. This is Mr. Pinkerton.
Oh, happy to know you.
As in the detective.
Your wife tells me you're a terrific photographer.
Well, as a matter of fact, that's why we're here this evening. Miss Lillian Russell wants me to take photographs of her performance.
Well, that's wonderful. When you're through, would you mind taking a shot? I mean, a picture of us.
Well, I'm certain something can be arranged.
Come on, gang. Group. If we want to see Miss Lily Russell, we better get some tickets. Come on, newlyweds.
Such glad they didn't bring their whole
Nice
family.
young people.
Yes, aren't they, though? But isn't it strange that they brought their luggage with them?
Oh, here.
Oh, brother.
Oh, Daddy. Nice to meet you. Where's the Doyles?
Oh, well, I think they're in the powder room. I'll go hurry them along.
You do
Hello, excuse me. I seem to have misplaced my parasol. You haven't seen it anywhere, have you?
Well, here, let me help you look. Oh, here it is over here. Allow me to help you, Mrs. Place. It's nice to see you again. Allow me to introduce my two sons, William and Robert Pinkerton.
Pinkerton. As in the detectives?
Yes.
How do you do?
How do you do? Haven't we met someplace before?
Oh, I can't imagine where it would have been.
Huh. You must excuse us now, my dear. We must secure our seats for the girls at the theater.
Oh, yes, later.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, madam.
William. I'm sure I've seen that someplace before.
What do you mean you've seen that someplace before?
I've seen that someplace.
Stop it. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh, why, Mrs. Place, that is you. Oh, I want you to meet my daughter-in-laws. These are my daughter-in-laws. This is it.
Look at you! Annie! Oh, beautiful!
They already know each other. Of course, they're all from Fort Worth, Texas. It must be a small little town. Oh, won't the boys be pleased when they find out that you've met a friend from Fort Worth?
I'm sure they'll be very interested.
Yeah.
Oh, we must meet after the theater for a little chit-chat.
Oh, let's.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. I'm Mr. Pinkerton of Pinkerton Photo. I'll let my stuff here, right here. There we go. If I can get this all straightened up here. There we go. Miss Lillian Russell has asked me to come to the theater tonight and take photographs of her performance. Miss Lillian Russell has also asked me to take a very special photo of tonight's very special audience. Now, I'd like to have you all stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up, and standing. Okay. Now, I'm going to grope you. I mean group you in an artistic arrangement. See if I can get this just right. Oh, yeah. Sort of like a group grope. Yeah, okay. Now, I'd like to have this section just move over here, just a little bit farther. Yes, yeah, a little bit in the center. And these people just move over here a little bit, then move over here. And this section, move over here, just in there like this. Okay. Oh, sir, would you mind standing on the chair next to you? You'll have to wait until he's not. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean. Okay, okay. Oh man, would you mind turning around?
Oh, you are turned around. So how embarrassing. Oh, sir, could you give us a great big smile? What's that? Oh, you are, no, sir. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Oh, must be now, I'm going to expose you. Has anyone here ever been exposed before? Oh, okay. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to have you all say whiskey and hold it. Can you all hold your whiskey? Oh, I just love this job. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to count to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we all say whiskey and hold it. Okay, everybody have it now? Yeah. Okay, you got it? Okay, here we go. We'll go 1, 2, 3, whiskey. Okay, 1, 2, 3, whiskey! Wonderful! Oh, Miss Lillian Russell will be so happy and pleased with you. Thank you. You can all sit down. Thank you very much.
Exercise. I got everybody.
Hey kid, come over here, we have aisle seats.
Where are the boys? The boys are coming. Aren't these the seats? No, over here, girls. Come over here, here the boys are. Oh, thank you. It's gonna be so great. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for getting our seats. Sit back just a little.
They're adjustable chairs. Come on.
Butch, Sundance. Do you know who's at the theater tonight?
Well, sure, Lillian Russell is.
No, besides her.
Shh, people are all trying to listen.
Do you know whose hotel it is we're staying in?
Yeah, Mama and Daddy Pinkerton.
Did you guys know that all the time?
No, we just found out tonight.
That's why we left the hotel so suddenly.
Well then, did you know that Annie and Agnes Pinkerton brought their Pinkerton husbands to the theater tonight? With Mom and Daddy Pinkerton.
What?
And if I'm not mistaken, they're seated directly across the hall from us.
Stay calm, Etta.
Me?
Well, they didn't get a very good look at us back in Fort Worth, so if we don't draw any attention to ourselves, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, just don't draw any attention to it.
Steven, shut up.
Give my regards to Broadway. Remember me to Harold Square. Tell all the gang at 42nd Street that I will soon be there. Whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old-time throng. Give my whisper of how I'm yearning to mingle with the old time crowd. Give my love to old Broadway and tell them I'll be there. My name is Lillian Russell, and I'm here tonight to say you're lucky to be living in the glorious USA. We've had those elegant 80s and the naughty 90s. But there's never been a time as great as 1902. Thank you. This is America, land of the free. This is America, the only land for me. I love your rugged mountains. I love your vales of grass. Vast and great America, this land must always last. This is America, where men are brothers.
That's us, William.
This is America, choice above others. Thank you. This is America, home of the brave. This is America, watch for the brave. Easy cities, all the country town. Vast and great America, where liberty abounds. This is America, and to you will be This is America, the red, white, and Ladies and gentlemen, I hope patriotism never goes out of style, and I'm sure you all share in my hope.
We do.
We stand on the threshold of a new century. Our country will face many unforeseen problems, and as our nation goes forward into the future, let us pray that we may always keep an eye on our glorious past and remember our great heritage.
Oh, William, she's stuck.
Thank you. Tonight, it is my privilege to introduce a song to the East from our neighbors, the West. A song to remember. Remember
hide, William.
We seem to be having a little problem.
That's not the way the song goes, Miss Russell.
Annie, be quiet. You're interrupting Miss Russell.
Well, she's singing it all wrong.
I know, but remember the rule. If you can't say something nice, keep your fat mouth shut.
Oh, nonsense, ladies. If you know the song, oh, please be a dear. Both of you, and sing it for us, would you? I trust you ladies are from the West.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Then show us all how the song is sung out West.
Well,
Go ahead, girls. I mean, Miss Russell wants you to and all.
Come on, Annie.
Yeah, and we want you to,
Are you
too.
sure it's all right?
Yes.
well, if it's all right with you too, ma'am.
Agnes,
What? Ed is here tonight. Let's get her to sing the number with us.
it'd be more fun with
She
three.
knows it. It'll be like
Anna! Anna!
Look at her.
Anna! Here she is! I see her! Here she is! Come on! Come on!
Go,
It'll be
go.
more fun with three of us. It'll be
Don't
like
cause
old
a scene.
times.
Yeah, everybody's looking at us already.
Come on! It'll be like old times. It'll be fun. Hi, Butch! Now, honey, can you put some guts into it?
Remember the May, remember the May. Let's make it plain and leave your company for Carter, going as harder. Oh, no, they bring it up like the May. Remember the May, remember the May. Let's make it plain and leave your company for Carter, going as harder. Oh, no, they bring it up like the May.
William, I remember now where I saw that. Where? In Fort Worth. She was with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Are you sure?
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, there they are now. Sundance! Pinkerton.
Sundance? Butch! Golly!
America! Thank you.
Let's get that girl. Come on. Let's forget this. This time you go that way and I'll go this way. Do it. Come on, let's go.
No, not in there. Let's go this way.
Let us wait past time.
last time I saw him, he was backstage.
Hello, Butch, Etta.
Oh, kid, thank heavens you're safe.
Safe and sound.
The kid, what's with the rope?
Rope?
That rope.
Oh, rope! Well, I found it backstage and thought I might put it to good use.
Ow, 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 ow.
That we love the best. We want to go where there's no progress. Butch and the kid and Etta. Butch and the kid and Etta. Butch and the kid and Etta are going west. Going
until you're stopped, Mr. Parker or Cassidy or whatever your name is.
Just quiet, Mama.
Don't shush your mama, William. I have a lot more to say.
Maybe you better gag us too, Mr. Sundance.
Sorry, friends, we just don't have time.
You see, our time is very important to us.
Right, time is all we have, and we're going to enjoy it.
We are outlaws. We are outlaws. Butch and the kid are outlaws. We hold up banks and other pranks, riding the outlaw trail. They are bandits, they are bandits. Butch and the kid are bandits. Out on the plains they hold up trail, riding the bandit trail, riding the outlaw bandit, rustler, horse thief, trail.
Like to thank you very, very much for being such a wonderful audience. It's so nice to have a full house.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'd also like to thank our lovely trio back here in the corner who probably made it real loud for some of you, but we love it. Every night we try to lose them and they just keep finding us wherever we go. We don't know how they do it. Anyway, we would like to make a couple announcements before we leave. One is to put on your calendar next month's performance of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which will be a really fun show for everybody, especially you older kids. And I remember the old story, so if you don't remember it, please come back and it'll refresh your memories. Also, as you leave, please deposit your stuff that you have around you, if you wouldn't mind, in the receptacle outside. Agnes and Annie every night have to stay here to clean this saloon, and they're real tired of it, so. And they take it out on us. Also, please drive careful. If the smoke isn't too bad. Hello back there? No smoking in this section. Please be careful, drive safe. If you want to visit with the cast, they'll be out here on the stage or on the floor in the neighborhood. So please come and say hello. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.